Hello and welcome back to Let's Race Jack 2 Renegade. In the last episode, we made a really definitive move towards winning our competition with Tealgamemaster and SacComms, and also, well, I say winning, just sort of like beating them, and also just making a really good move in terms of everything, because we didn't die at all in the last episode, which is great when we've got really difficult levels such as the Precursor Mountain Temple and defeating Baron Praxis all without dying, all in one episode. Great. We're in really good position now. And now all we need to do is we need to consolidate on that and keep going fast. So we've got the last two missions of the first third of the game to come, and the first one of those, the next mission we're going to do, which is which I'm pretty sure is Shuttle Underground Agents, is really is like one of the tough missions in the game as well, and we're going to actually have to do that one, and that's going to be tough. But still, I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be good fun, and I hope you are looking forward to it too. So we're going to start our 30-minute timer once again in 3, 2, 1, and let's go! Okay, so we are up here where we defeated Baron Praxis with very minimal ammo, it must be said. I've got to remember that there's always worth making sure that you pick up some ammo. There's another random precursor orb just there. So yeah, as you can see, I'm pretty low on ammo. But we're going to be able to exit the palace, and then we're going to make our way to Torn. I think we come into the palace 3 times over the course of the game, which I was, you know, for such a heavily guarded building, it's not particularly heavily guarded. So yeah, I mean, this little path here is really annoying because obviously it's so narrow. You've got to be pretty careful with it. You just got to stay in the middle, try and avoid everything, and hope that you don't get like occasionally you get like 2 Hellcats, the big Crimson Guard vehicles, coming in opposite directions, and they just block the road, and you know, you just got to say, well, I got really unlucky there. But anyway, so we're going to be able to talk to Torn here. There are a total, if I remember, of 65 missions in this game, and we are currently coming up to missions, I think it's 24 and 25, so we are really pretty much a third of the way through. So, another cutscene.
The city's on high alert. What the hell did you do? Us? Nothing. We've been, sightseeing. Right, Jack? Really? Then why are the Crimson Guard looking for a dangerous young man with light hair, blue tunic, and a rabbit-orange rat on his shoulder? Could be anyone. Orange is the new black this season. Look, we climbed up to the Baron's palace, and we tripped a few alarms. Oh, right, that's who. What? I didn't authorize a strike on the... Hey, we kicked the Baron's ass. Unfortunately, he escaped. And we overheard a secret meeting with the leader of the Metalheads. You saw the Metalhead leader? No, he was on some communicator, but we heard him talking with Baron Praxis. The Baron is bribing the Metalheads with eco. It will never be enough. But the Baron's gonna double-cross him. Is that so? Well, our good Baron's wonderful charm must have angered someone, because there's word from the wasteland that Metalhead armies are on the move again. Why didn't you tell me Ashlyn was Praxis' daughter? What's your connection with her? That's none of your business. Since you've stirred up the Wumpy's nest, you and Whiskers here get to move 4 of our people to new safe houses. Shuttle each agent to a location they specify. Move all of them without any casualties. Don't screw this up, Jack.
I really like that cutscene because it sort of shows a sort of consequence to your actions, which you don't always get in games, you know, and obviously... And I like, you know, it reintroduces Core, we see the kid, you know, we get a lot of conflict. But yeah, as I said, this mission is difficult. timer, whilst not hugely strict, it just puts the pressure on all of your movements here. And you've got to keep swapping vehicles because you can't afford to take a vehicle to take too much damage and exploding, and if it explodes with one of your agents inside and they die, then you are in, then you failed that mission. So right now I'm in big trouble in this vehicle because, as you can see, we are smoking, which is a bad position to be in. And obviously you've also got to travel in the slower vehicles, you've got to travel in 2-seaters and 3-seaters. You can't just zip around on the Zoomers, unfortunately. So after this one, assuming we get to this one, we should do. As you can also see, I often find that these, the larger vehicles seem to feel the bumps in the road a lot more. But what we're going to do is we are swapping vehicle right now, because swapping vehicles is really useful, and it's pretty much imperative in this level. There's a lot of annoying little ones, like the last one, you've got to take them to a place in the water slums, and sometimes they can fall in the water, and all sorts of rubbish happens. Again, I'm taking loads of damage. Come on! Leave off me. Leave me alone! What is nice though, about this mission is that they do actually give you loads of 2-seaters parked in all the sort of, always next to where the last guy was picked up, which I actually think is really, which is good, because it's sort of something that is kind of necessary. Okay, so that is the first 3 done in really nice time. This last one is the tough one, though. I seem to be in a really good zone right now because I'm playing really well. At least well, in my opinion. I'm sure some of you guys might have different appreciations of that, but I just play very solid right now. Which is really good. But I think we are getting a bit lucky with some of how the Crimson Guards are approaching. Still, nonetheless, that is that mission done. I'm really happy with how that's gone. And now all we got to do is head back. Fuck off. Okay, so that's actually a really good start to this episode. I'm very happy we got that mission done and over with. It's not an easy mission. Obviously, I have had a lot of practice on this game. It must be said that I have completed this game multiple times, and so I feel like I should be playing well. By this point, I should know these missions well enough. But it's obviously a completely different thing, recording and having the extra pressure that brings and all sorts of stuff. The next mission is really fun. I really enjoy this next mission. Come on.
Scouts report movement in Deadtown. Creatures moving toward the sacred site, just as before. What happened before? Metalheads broke through the old city wall. We fought them, but then the Baron pulled back, leaving everyone outside the new barrier to die. Only the Shadow State somehow stopped the attack. And now you expect us to go out there again? You catch on fast. If you prevent the Metalheads from reaching the sacred site, the Shadow will be most grateful. He might even ask to see you. Hey, I'm probably wasting this, but here's a Vulcan barrel for that pea shooter of yours. Believe me, you're gonna need it.
The Vulcan Fury is a brilliant weapon and is very helpful in the next mission. I've never really speed run. I'm not really used to speed running these missions, so I'm certainly, I think I've just noticed that a lot of the times, you know, going through the mission, it's sort of just like the usual, we just defeat all the enemies and make our way through. Obviously, really, you should be thinking, like, how do I do this as fast as possible? But obviously, trying to go by without killing all the enemies is obviously a big risk. And I don't want to get hit, so I'm just going to roll jump my way to the next area. Okay, so we're back in Deadtown, and like I said, I really enjoyed this mission. We meet some more Stingers. Now, Stingers are the enemies that we would have met in the strip mine, but because I skipped the vast majority of that mission, we didn't meet any, really. They're little scorpion things, they're really annoying. They're not too hard, though. The nice thing about this, though, is we're going to get lots of ammo. Can't deny how nice it is to have some ammo. Ooh, do I go for it? Yeah, I do. Okay, we're going to get... Oh, damn, I'm really low on health. This is what the blue gun gives you. It gives you rapid fire, which is brilliant. I need health, like, majorly right now. What's nice is you can just use the scattergun to blow these guys off these little ledges, which is a nice little strategy to use. Oh, there's no health. That guy is a rapid gunner, and they are really annoying. Like, legitimately some of the hardest enemies in the game. Because they are very accurate. And they hurt. Because I can, you get loads. Obviously, the blue gun uses up ammo like nobody's business, so you've just got to keep an eye on it. I'm going to be really annoyed if I end up dying here. There it is. There we go. You can sort of cheat your way through these next two. I'm obviously taking it very slowly just because I'm low on health. Oh man, we got really lucky there. Nope. Fuck. So I could Dark Jack, because Dark Jack only takes one hit, whereas Jack usually takes two. There we go, good. Oh boy. I'm really nervous right now just because I'm so low on health. There we go. That should be all of them. The nice thing about those big grunts is that they sort of make that sort of sound. Okay, I so nearly could have died there. I'm pretty sure Stingers do 2. They might only do 1 damage, but I'm pretty sure they do 2. And then all we got to do is deal with these 2 guys. Good. Okay, this mission is done. Done. Oh, good.
Is that? No, it couldn't. That's not.
It's Samos's hut.
What? How? When? Where? Why?
We're in the future, Dax. This horrible place is our world.
And so it thickens. Okay, I'm going to die here purposefully. Because I reckon we get taken back. Oh no, we get taken here. Oh well. I was hoping I'd get taken back to the start, but unfortunately no. And now I've got to actually get through the rest of this level
Let's go back to the city.
without. We should be okay though, yeah. I was just worried about, I mean, obviously, dying is okay for us because it gives us max health, which is obviously very helpful. Do those guys respawn? They do respawn. Leave! Thank you. Pretty sure those enemies can't come through? Yeah. Okay, good. I think that was worth it just because of the health issue. Like, I had no health and... But yeah, it was meant to be for speed, and obviously it didn't do anything.
What do you gotta do around this place to get noticed?
And that is the end of the first third of this game. This is according to the official guide, which I did actually get. But obviously I'm not using it right now. This is just purely all from memory, I suppose. But anyway, so yes. What we've now got to do is we've got to talk to the Shadow.
Shadow's decided it's time to meet you.
Why is that place in the old ruins so important to you?
There's a powerful energy force at the old house. The metalheads are drawn to it.
No kidding. We used to know the guy that lived there.
So, you're the new recruits who keep getting into trouble.
Oh, no, not you!
Welcome to our humble underground movement. I am known as the Shadow, but you may call me Samos. And you are?
Jeez, Jack, we went through all that to meet His Holiness, old lock of the head, Grandpa Green?
Don't you know who we are?
Sorry, kid. Never seen you before. And I never forget a face, especially one that ugly.
So it begins.
How is this possible? We came through the rift with you. Into the future, right?
Yeah, you used to look older than dirt and uglier than a knotted stump. What gives? Did you get a little nip and tuck while we were gone?
Listen, boys, I don't know what kind of twigs you've been chewing on, but I don't have time for this. We've got a baron to overthrow, a child heir to protect, an invasion of metalheads to stop, and a city to save. I'd say the schedule's pretty full. Besides, I haven't gone through any rifts. I hate teleporting.
Sure sounds like the old Samos.
Right now, I need you to go to Haven Forest and root out a few metalheads. That forest is my source of power, but I can't protect it much longer. Chase down and destroy all the metalhead scouts you find there. Good luck, and welcome to the fight.
Okay, so we meet Samos, and again the plot thickens. Who is this Samos, and what is his relation to our old Samos, and why are we in the future, and all this stuff. I love the story in this game. I do love the story. Does get to a point where I am completely confused as to how it actually all works, but I do love the story in this game. Obviously, anything with time travel is bound to have some sort of issue with paradoxical sort of stuff. So, we are going to make our way around. Okay, so yeah, like I said, with this section you've just got to drive really carefully. Okay, so we make it to the forest, which is essentially through the precursor mount. We go to the temple, and there's a platform there, which allows us to go to the forest, which is quite nice. The forest is a really nice area. We come back to it multiple times as well. In fact, I think we go to the forest more than we go to the temple overall. But yeah, so we've obviously unlocked this new set of... once we do this mission, everything opens up. We get a huge number of more missions. I think we get another 3. We get...
Wow, the checkpoint's ours! I call shotgun.
I just love the camaraderie between Dax and Jex. I just, they seem like they would be really good friends. But yeah, no, the lovely thing about this section is that once we do this mission, everything opens up. I think there's a choice of 3 different missions you can use. So yeah, so you get 3 different missions to go to, and I'm pretty sure I know which route I want to take. But obviously it's going to lead to a lot of sort of like who does which route and stuff like this, which is always good fun. So anyway, we got to catch these scouts. There's obviously a bunch of precursor orbs in this area, but we obviously won't be worrying about them. We will just want to get these guys. So as Kira said... I think I just gave it away, didn't I? Okay, there we go. Number 1 down. Okay. Sorry for all those who didn't know, but yeah, I think I did just give away that the mechanic is in fact Kira. So obviously come through the gate. But yeah, as she said, way back when we were first doing the jetboard stuff, you can speed up by doing a full 360 and getting a speed boost. So doing that liberally around this area is pretty good. I need to find wherever that next guy is. There he is. It's quite similar to chasing the Lurkers in the Precursor Basin, I've just realised this. Oh man, overcut it. There we go, okay, number 2. No idea why I jumped so high there, but anyway. Number 3 is you. There we go. Number 3 is down. Number 4 is this guy. This level is sort of just like a refamiliarization with the jetboard mechanics. I'm pretty sure that's what it's sort of intended to be. You get a lot of new jetboard missions. A lot of the first missions we'll be doing in this area are jetboard related. Come on, yeah, there we go. So we get, you do, you know, sort of have to learn your skills with the jetboard quite quickly. So last one, all we gotta do. Boom! Beautiful. So that wasn't too bad. They can take really long. As you can see, there are multiple precursor orbs under the water. They take ages to get, so even if you can't just ride over them with your jetboard, unfortunately. Oh man, wrong place. So obviously Samus asks us to come back to the hideout. We won't be doing that very soon because that mission, I'm not that big a fan of doing that mission right now. What we're going to do is we're going to follow the set of missions that are given to us by crew. So crew will start giving us some missions and we will follow them first. I'm pretty sure we get forced off our jetboard. Reason for that is that we get quick access to some more gun upgrades, which is lovely. And also, those missions are generally slightly easier, I would say. I would certainly say they were easier than the ones along the Samos side of the missions. And yeah, I just feel like sort of it flows better to choose these ones to do. So as you can see, we have multiple choices. We can go to Samos, which is this, obviously it's torn, but it's the hideout really. So that is Samos' mission. We also have that weird sort of red shape thing, which is Ashlyn. So as Crew just says, we are going to do this mission now, which is destroy the Crimson Guard listening equipment in the port. This one's not too bad. Obviously, you get a timer. So added pressure, obviously. The fact that the guards are chasing you literally means nothing in this level, pretty much, because they can't really bother you when you're on the water. That's bad. Oh no, wow, we didn't get hit there, which is good. Probably isn't the optimal way of hitting them all, but we don't really need the optimal way. Just need to be safe. Make sure we get everything. Yeah, we'll make sure that we get. That was unfortunate, but oh well. Normally wouldn't do that. Normally, I think normally I take these two on this side. Are the first ones I do. Ow. That was really unfortunate. But oh well. And now all we need to do is hit that one, and we're done. So there we go! That is a good mission to get done, because it leads on to another crew mission.
Baron, goons to harass me as usual, eh? Health violations, bad taxes. Everyone wants a piece of me. Oh, man.
Lucky for you, there's plenty to go around.
Destroying that cargo in the port is more important than you know, eh? I've got a new project going, and I don't need anyone snooping around my shipments. Let's just see if everything goes as planned. I'm going to call the market in metalhead trophies. Anyway, I have another job for you. An associate of mine, Brutter, works with me in the forced labor trade.
You mean the slave trade?
I prefer freedom challenged. Lurkers are the city's low-class labor. Brutter pays me handsomely to help him free lurkers and get them safely out of the city. Oh, it lifts my spirit to help those in need. And I need his money.
Lurkers? We don't like lurkers.
But you do like gun upgrades, eh? There are 3,000 guard transports carrying lurkers to a project the Baron has outside the city. Take out the transports and bring the 3 lurkers to Brutter's trinket stand in the bazaar.
So our next mission introduces the character of Brutter and the state of Lurkers in Haven City. This mission's a bit annoying, but it's okay. As you can see, we have the weapon. That was the gun upgrade I was talking about. The essentially increased ammo capacity, which is really useful for like everything. Get on. Thank you. The Lurkers can be pretty annoying if they don't get on pretty fast, because again, this is another mission where the guards are pretty accurate. You just gotta be careful. It's not too hard, this mission, to be honest. It's just a bit long. As long as you're, you're wary and you change vehicles regularly and you pay attention to everything, it's fine. That's one. And down to low health again. Oh yeah, I got hit twice. That was silly. Or doing the jetboard. To be honest, it could have been worse. I could have been hit more times.
Yo, animal lover, let your furry butt in a vehicle.
I just love how the Lurkers look. Where their hair sort of blows in the wind. Flyers are pretty good in this level. The two-seater vehicles, they're pretty good. Like the first one you can always do in a zoomer, but the next ones are always nice to do in flyers, just because you'll be taking damage on the way and on the way back, and quite often a zoomer won't be able to take all that. So, we have done 2 of 3. Yeah, that's annoying. That is really annoying. We should be okay, but obviously puts us at risk now of failing this mission if we crash, which would suck. That was a good knock. So, okay, this turn, this turn. Come on. Okay. Yeah, we're good, okay, good.
Warrior, you have the great thing for Brutter and Lurker people.
No toucher the goose.
Oh, sorry. You're a great guy. Brutter, not forget. Brutter, pay you back. You see.
And indeed, Brutter will pay you back. He does some good work towards the end of this game. So, now what we need to do is we need to head back to Crew and do his next mission. We might just actually get to the point where we can do that mission, but not actually complete it, just because we are running a little low on time now. We're got about 3 minutes left before we're going to cut it, because obviously we're going to cut it short after we went, I think it was 125 over in the last episode, so we'll be going to 28:35 this time. Oh, nearly hit the guards. Okay, so, Crew, what do you have to say to us this time?
Years ago, when I was an art collector, I hit the local museum to borrow a famous statue of Ma, the founder of Haven City. In his hands, the statue held the ruby key to the city, an artifact of surpassing beauty, and of course, priceless worth, eh?
Oh, I just love art.
While smuggling the huge statue through the sewers, a grueling rainstorm flooded the whole place. The statue and 5 of my best men were swept away.
That's terrible.
Yes, a tragic loss. I've missed that statue ever since. The sewers have been so full of water and metalheads that I can't get anyone to go down there and retrieve the artifact. But you're special, Jack. You can do it.
Jack? Hey, what am I, chub liver?
Isn't I wish? Now go down there, drain the sewers, and find that statue at the bottom. Bring back the ruby key artifact, and it will open up doors beyond our wildest dreams, eh?
Great. More mucking in the mud.
I hate to burst your bathtub bubbles, baby, but that ain't just mud down there.
Okay, and so now we are going to try and do this next life mission. We have only got 2 and a bit minutes, so we're just going to try and very quickly make our way to the sewers and do that mission. Oh, actually, no. We don't want to do that quite yet. Damn, that's a little bit of time lost. What we want to do is we want to head to Ashlyn, and I think that's actually a better idea. Because she's on the way to the sewers, and so it's a nice sort of little progression, as it were. Hi, Cat. How are you? Cat Marvel's just come in. You might be able to hear him, just sort of mewling. Okay, so we are going to come down here. This is a pretty short mission. We might actually be able to finish it in time, if we're lucky. There we go.
How's it riding in the hood, Red?
Get out of the area. This is Crimson Guard business. One of Vin's eco-tankers is coming in from the wasteland, but the clearance transmission sounded fishy. The driver was scared. We're going to check it out, just in case.
How can we help?
I've got it handled.
A metalhead sneak attack!
Damn! It's just us! Help me take out all the metalheads!
Seems like it hurts.
Okay, so this whole mission isn't too bad. All you just got to do is kill all these guys. Ow! You can obviously stand further away, and then you're sort of safe from
Get
this.
back to bitch. Good shooting.
There we go. Easy.
We got them all. The metalheads are getting bolder every day. It's almost like they're testing our defenses, like probing attacks. I've got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay, so we don't have that much longer left on the timer, just like a few minutes. But yeah, the reason we want to do that is just because, like I said, it is on the way to the sewers. And it's a nice short little mission that we can actually do within the time. We have 25 seconds. Sorry, 35 seconds. Okay, so just gonna make a actually. Why don't I jetboard? Because I can. So 10. Sorry. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and okay, so we are stopped here. I hope you have enjoyed this episode of Let's Race Jack 2 Renegade. It's gone pretty well this episode, obviously. You know, I probably didn't need to die when I did, which sort of a little bit knocked me back, I guess. You know, so sort of choosing to die and then realising that it wasn't really the right thing to do is sort of annoying. But nonetheless, we're making really good progress. We've done a lot of missions, admittedly some short ones, but we've done a lot of missions. We're in a really good position to move on from doing this sewers mission. It actually leads nicely into doing the the shadow missions from this. So actually, I think we're doing really, really well. So I hope you have enjoyed this episode, and I hope you will join me on the next.